So talking about leadership, since childhood, we all had to listen to some instructions from our parents. They pampered us, they cared us, they grew us. So over there, we first saw what an ideal leader should be. Then as we grew up, we had teachers around us, which we say they are second parents. Over there, we saw what kind of beautiful responsibility they take to grow us, to mold us, and to make us strong enough to face the world. Similarly, when we enter into our professional environment, we meet our bosses. Over here, I will use the word boss because that is the terminology which is quite oftenly used. So in this case, also we come across or we experience some of the other kind of a leadership in the with the aspect that he takes us or motivates us to achieve something. So now, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and respected judges, this leadership role, when we talk about volunteering in some organization, so the best example I would like to give here is in our Toastmaster itself. So over here also, there is a need of volunteering, and there is a need of leadership skills as well. So over here now, let me ask you a question as why do you think leadership is important in a volunteer organization like our Toastmasters? So I just want your views in 2 words itself, that what could be the best possible way in which we can describe the necessity of the role of leadership. So I would encourage the answers. Why exactly leadership is essential?
Amey, I think it's leadership is required to show you the path. Sometimes we are juggling too much to our daily course. So I think leadership can put us in the right path.
Right. So it is guiding us to achieve a particular task. Okay. Second, one I received to motivate.
To show up.
To motivate. Okay. Any other answer? Okay.
To show up and lead by example.
Leadership is to make leaders.
Exactly.
Leadership is also to make leaders.
Exactly. So here we have all the different set of the answers. But for me, in a volunteer leadership, including all these points, one of the most important point is to become a guardian, and also we can say to create the opportunities and encourage our members to become a leader. So leader is the one who actually leads, and he encourages everyone to be a leader or to come to the rank of that leader in a very short time. So I would like to here explain in few basic points what is the significance of the leadership. Just like a captain of the ship, he sails the ship through the storms. So in the same case, there is a leader who is responsible to run the organization or the club, or at the club level or at the area level. And he is the one who ensures that the purpose for which we are all here, that is to learn and grow, is met or not. So the first thing is a leader is a visionary. A well-defined vision and mission is important for a leader. Without that, we cannot say that truly that position is justified. So many a times we encounter that we have bosses, or we so-called call them leaders. But when we actually start working with them, we tend to get irritated, or we do not enjoy the companionship. So in this case, we can say that if the vision is not well defined, and if the mission is not at all appropriately defined, then it is difficult to meet the targets and to grow. So the first thing is a leader himself is clear on what exactly path and direction he is going to take us, and what and how he is going to do it. So he is first of all a teacher, and a good plan he executes. The second, what I feel is that it is associated with charisma. So many a times we have come across this word that a person is a charismatic leader. So the ability to draw the attention of all the members is an important aspect of a leader. So we all have that kind of a person in our life, to whom we are glued up to, and who we say that he is the best person to be in a relationship at work or even at home. So the second point is the charisma which he possesses. The third is the courage. So a leader is a courageous person, and he has the ability to take a responsibility of the success as well as the failure on him. And he has a great resistance to face criticism. So the third most important point is the courage which one should possess, and to shoulder the responsibilities of failure and success. The fourth thing which I learned in the Toastmasters, as well as I always implement it when a particular member is assigned to me as a mentor, and that is loyalty. So a leader is loyal. And when we say loyalty, it means that he is a person who is always there for us. And in the case, if he falls short, he accepts his mistake. So loyalty is that he accepts the responsibility of whatever good or bad thing happens. And the same we do here in the Toastmasters, that we motivate our members. And when we fall short of something, we also apologize. And then we tend to keep a point that this could have been done in a better way. So that loyalty is an important factor. Next is the process building and delegation, which I feel are the two most important points. Process building is a process, is a media through which we execute the task. If the process itself is not defined on a proper foundation, then the results tend to go haywire. So if the process is not completely defined, or in a concise way, if it is not defined, then there is a possibility that the hard work may go fail. And last is the delegation, that is giving the responsibility to the members. So this was all about my opinion. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Speakers community. The Dale Carnegie once said that the royal road to the audience heart is to speak about what they treasure the most. And look at what the Toastmaster Amey did today. We are Toastmasters, and he spoke about Toastmasters. And why not? We are the largest volunteer organization in the world. And what I like your speech about is art of dovetailing. You dovetail different core values of leadership. You spoke about vision and mission. You spoke about leaders creates more leaders. You shared that leaders has to be charismatic, and they have to be courageous to accept or face the criticism, or to take feedback to correct their path also. And also I like the structure of the speech, the way it was evolving. It was in a chronological order with my life. The different roles, like, parents, then teachers, then boss, then you spoke about Toastmasters, then you spoke about the captain of the ship, then you spoke about mentoring. So it was very relatable to my life, the way it happened in my life. So very great job at that part. But here comes my recommendation, that where are you in these all roles? What's your story? We know that you are Toastmaster, but is that a story was about being a buddy to XCOM, or how you lead that volunteer organization as a XCOM officer, as a club officer, or as a mentor? Because leadership in voluntary organization is all about putting thoughts or voice into action, just like Toastmaster does. So what was that story? I missed that anecdote in your speech. Also, I have few recommendations on the delivery part. The first was the camera position. We were not able to see you properly. So try to set your camera where we can see your hand gestures, your upper half is a bit visible. Second is, you started very immediately. It looked like you were in a hurry. So whenever you got a cue from the Toastmaster of the day, or maybe the contest chairs, or any of the big three, the stage is yours. Just take a breath and then start. Don't be in a hurry. The third is the Q&A session. And it appeared that it was taking a bit time to take to the point where you want us to take, right? So it's always a little risky to ask open-ended questions to audience. Try to phrase in your answer what you are looking at in the questions and move on, right? Don't wait too much to get to the point where you can move forward to your speech. But all in all, I loved the way you structure a speech, the evolution of the story, and I'm looking forward to hear you more, and I'm looking forward to see you leading a club or maybe area district, and would like to contribute wherever you are leading a volunteer organization. All the best. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.